I'm Julia Buckley and I'm standing in the local elections on the 4th of May. I'm the Labour Party candidate for Bridgnorth East. So if you want a fresh voice to stand up for Bridgnorth, then vote Julia Buckley on the 4th of May.
My experience of the public sector is here at Wolverhampton Council. I work as a funding officer, so I write bids to bring funding in, working with partners together as a way to modernise services, but it protects that delivery of the important infrastructure we need for local people. So I feel that I understand how the public sector works and I know how to get things done in a local authority.
There have been 3 consultations to affect Bridgnorth recently where residents feel that their voice has not been listened to. So we've got the threat to close the maternity unit where the decision feels as though it's already been made and our voice is not being heard. We've got the A&E closure over at Telford's, already planning night closures, meetings held at the last minute. And of course the planning proposal on the Smithfield development where 7,000 people signed a petition and your existing councillors sat on the planning committee and let that go through.
As a regular user of the library with my family, we were really disappointed when the hours were reduced due to budget cuts. I think it's really important to retain the service for as long as possible.
Cutting funding to youth services is merely storing up problems for the future. We need to invest in our young people and we need to make sure that they're safe and that they have a future to look forward to. I oppose the change to school funding, which will see a cut here at St John's of over £79,000 from September, and down the road at the secondary school, the Endowed, it'll be over £450,000. That equates to sacking 13 teaching staff. We really need to speak out against the cuts to the school budget, and we need to look at different ways to protect our children's future.
When do we want it? Now! Save our maternity!
Save our maternity!
Where do we want it?
Now!
But there is a role in civic leadership where you represent the town where you are elected and you speak up for what the people of this town are very concerned about. We have a councillor here from Shropshire County Council. What have you done to speak up, to influence, to shape, to direct the decision of the commissioning group for NHS England? How are you representing our voice and our views? There comes a point when you need to step up beyond what is written on the piece of paper. If we want to keep these services in Bridgnorth, please don't sit back and watch this happen to your town.
I will use all the powers of scrutiny to ensure we have transparent decision making, and I will push for options appraisals for any consultation. That means more than one option that is fully costed, both economic and social costs. Bridgnorth needs to have a choice, but you need to use your vote to get that choice. The local elections on the 4th of May are your only chance in the next 4 years if you want to stop the cuts and have a different voice. Vote for me, Julia Buckley, and I will be a voice for change.